Well, welcome in here to the 3A regional tournament here in Columbus. BJ Harris along with you. Carson Cobb will be joining me here shortly as we get settled in for a day of softball and fine Springforce sports fashion. We're about 8 minutes ahead of the start time of this one, so we're running a little bit ahead of schedule here, but we're set up and on the air, which quite frankly a miracle at sometimes whenever the rain's coming in and you don't know where you're going to be. But right now we're set up ready to rock and roll here with the Trojans taking on Caney Valley. Trojans, one of the higher seeds in this tournament, and probably the advantage here in this game number one. Certainly deep into a regional run is always the expectation for the Trojans, and I think they're poised to have just that here in Columbus, although this is a stacked regional with some of the best teams in the state of Kansas battling out for who gets to go here, including the 1 seed Columbus and the host of this one. And then there's number 2 seed Frontenac at 16-3, and Trojans coming in at 13-6 into this matchup here against Caney Valley. A pop-up, flared off left field side, and over to make the catch. And one away. Nice play there for the shortstop for the Trojans, Aaron Anderson.
Foul, but Aaron Anderson runs it down for the first out of the game.
And
up to bat for Caney.
So one away here for the Trojans in the top of this first inning. Caney Valley coming in as the 8 seed, 8-10 on the year, so no slouch. But you got to believe, again, Girard just sees such good competition all year long. There's a flare straight back into shallow center field and filled it up and one on for the number 2 spot for Caney.
Now up to bat first baseman, number 29, Avery Tipton.
Number 29, Avery Tipton, the first baseman, going to come to the plate now as the number 3 spot for Caney. I take a very good picture of the lineup for Caney, so we'll have to get that one as we're going along here. 1 on, 1 out for the Bullpups. I was looking at the forecast, and I was communicating down here with Mr. David about expectations for this game, and they had to make a decision pretty quickly with Caney playing the first game of the day, and it's just so tough at this time of the year. If you miss a day, you might be out of luck, and so kudos trying to get this one. Baseball did get held off, though, till tomorrow. We'll have those games for you tomorrow with Trojans, as well as our other channels with Columbus and Galena from Girard. Sydney Hessong in the circle for the Trojans here today, as she'll be dealing from the middle. Tipton, there's one deep in between center and left, and that one will fall in. So 2 on with 1 out.
It's a short left center for a single. Advancing King to second. Now with runners on first and second with 1 out.
And it'll be the catcher. And a good pitch there from Hessong. First pitch strike. Got her swinging. By Rupert. This one flipped back over, chance for double play ball. Not going to get it, just get the lead runner. Runners will move around. So now 2 out with 2 on. And it will be. So runners at second and third. The pitcher. Jade Jabin going to take a first pitch strike. It's starting to sprinkle just a little bit again here. We start to feel it. We're backed up away from the fence a little bit further. Usually a little scare. That's going to score a run for the Bullpups. So the number 2, now they're going to bring it home, and she'll go ahead and score. So the 2 runs score here in the top of this first inning. And It'll be now runners, just one runner at second base. Jabin with that 2-run RBI.
Now batting shortstop, number 5, Riley Rigdon.
And a first pitch strike from Hessong. Trojans find themselves an early 2-0 hole here early going. Again, top of the first inning here from Columbus, 3A Regional. They'll play first round today, and tomorrow will be semifinals and finals. And it looks like it'll be good weather. Swing and a miss. Trojans have the offense certainly to get back, climb back a couple of runs, but Caney going to get a early advantage in this one. You get into regionals too, you look at a 3-6 seed. That's kind of ripe for the picking for a upset, although, again, like I mentioned, the Trojans certainly have been tested throughout the year. This one flipped back, fouled off the batter, and it'll remain 1-2 the count. This one flared back off the hands. This one flipped over. That's may score a run as well. As Jabin will come across. She'll score a run. So that'll score another one. So now a 3-run first inning here. Rigdon, Riley Rigdon with that one. Now Moreland will come to the plate, the right fielder. A little meeting at the plate, and they look to be a short-lived stay for Hessong, and so a pitching change will take it along with them. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Girard Trojan Regional Softball from Columbus here on your home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Crocan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crocan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crocan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crocan.
Right back in a pop-up into center field for Eleanor Reek, and that's how they will end the inning. But a 3-run inning for Caney gives them an advantage. Trojans with some work to do as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Here from Columbus, you're watching Trojan Softball on Girard Sports Live, presented by Crocan, your community technology partner.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Back at her to Columbus, the Caney Valley Bullpups will take the field now as the Trojans come to the plate. It'll be in the circle for the Bullpups, Jade Jabin, who also has a 2-run double in the first part of this inning to give them a little bit of an advantage. Now she'll try to back it up from the circle. Trojans, it'll be Aaron Anderson Sarah Goebel.
First for the Trojans.
Emmeline Sinnekit, 1, 2, 3.
Shortstop, number 9, Erin Anderson.
So shortstop Anderson will come to the plate to try to get something going offensively for Girard. First pitch strike from Jabin. This one ball low inside. This one flared into deep left center field and gone. How about a leadoff homer? You want to answer back, be Erin Anderson, and lead back with a solo home run as the leadoff hitter in this one. She got a hold of that one from Jabin. That was kind of a no-doubter over the left center field fence. And the Trojans immediately answer back on a home run by Erin Anderson.
And now up to bat, number 11, right fielder, Sarah Goebel.
Now we'll bring up the number 2 spot. Sarah Goebel, the right fielder. No out. No outs, nobody on now for Goebel to get things going. This one first pitch low from Jabin. Run through our starting lineups here in a moment. And we'll just do that between innings. This one caught the inside part of the plate against Goebel. Jabin to deliver. This one flip back over to first. And she'll reach with a single and one on, nobody out. That'll bring up Emmeline Sinnekit. It'll be Sinnekit, McGowan, Reek still to come.
First baseman, number 55, Emmeline Sinnekit.
Sinnekit certainly with the power to drive in some runs here and really even this table right back out here in this first inning. She'll show bunts. First pitch strike goes Goebel. She's going to be close, just underneath it. Ball kind of hung up there. A good steal.
Goebel steals second.
It's a good steal from Goebel. Sinnekit jammed it. Oh, get that inside again. He likes that inside half of the plate so far here in the early going of this one. And we'll get a closer look. This one outside, ball high. 2-2 the count. 1-2 the count, rather. Sinnekit will step back in there. Some flip back. And thankfully we found a venue that's thought this one out a little bit, put a cover over the top of here, so every foul ball doesn't issue panic. I've done these at several facilities here this year, and each one is different and terrifying. This one, Sinnekit probably good with a foul off there because the way that's been being called, that's been a strike a couple of times already in this at-bat, and just kind of protect herself there against that. If it was going to be, then she didn't want to get caught looking and able to fight it off here. 1-2 stays the count here to Sinnekit. This one flipped out of play on the left field line. And she'll stay at 1-2. Sinnekit making Jabin work for it here in the bottom of this first. Outside, ball 2. There goes the runner. Goebel over to third. So now a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Erin Anderson with a leadoff home run a moment ago.
Third. Count 2-2 on Sinnekit.
Two count. Another one ripped. Even Coach Vinzi wasn't ready really for that one. That came down in a hurry off the Trojan dugout. Trojans on this third base line. Caney on the first base line. Caney, Cherryville kind of holding up the western half of this. Everybody else pretty well centrally located here in southeast Kansas. I say centrally located. It's the center of my universe anyway, so. Trojans, Syndicate really making her work for it, and this one's going to stay ball low. And she's worked that count all the way back to full, has Syndicate. Sarah Goebel on third. This one laced into the other field. I mean, that thing had everything it needed. Strength, that one. Good night. If you're on that third base line, you better have your head up with Syndicate at the plate. She either going to square one of those off or hopefully hold off and get the right pitch now. This, I don't know, probably 10 pitches into this at-bat for Syndicate. 3-2 count. Another one. She's getting every bit of the ball.
Spectators, please return foul balls as soon as you can.
Return your foul balls. It's used to be snow cone redemption. Not sure what you get for it these days. You got a piece of ice. This one she had to bat off as well. Syndicate and Jabin getting to know one another here in the first inning of this one. This at-bat has lasted about as long as the bottom half of this inning did. 3-2. This one again, left field line. Just a little ahead of it. It's hard to sit back on it if your timing is what it is and then you're trying to lay back just enough to try to keep that one straight. It's a tough spot to be in. Syndicate and Jabin, who's going to win this battle right here? Early going. This one popped up. After all that, popped up too. Short, over to make the play, and a pop out. Frustrating at bat probably for Emmeline, but you never know how that's going to play out long run. I mean, it's a long game perhaps. She's a little frustrated.
Catcher, number 5, Leah McGowan.
Brings up the number 4 hitter, the catcher, Leah McGowan. So 1 out, 1 on. Here in the bottom of this first inning. This one off to the foul territory here, third base line. Coming up after this one, we'll have over on our Galena Sports Live channel, we'll have Galena and Frontenac. I'm going to flip over to that one and catch that. And then later on, our last game of the day will be Columbus taking on Riverton, the number 1 seed against the number 8 seed. Pop up here from McGowan. Whatever Jabin's doing is working enough to keep that ball from staying in play. And Riverton, the 8 seed at 4-16. That one coming up a little bit later. Galena and Frontenac. Frontenac 17-3 and Galena 8-2. Area matchups. Brought to you by Disc Gonzato and Towing. Kind of the tempo of this game's ground to the halt. The long at-bats from both the last 2 batters. 3-4 hitters for the Trojans. This one fouled back. Probably take advantage of the pitcher over the long haul in one of these, but again, it's a little muggy out here. It's heavy air, and every pitch you throw just starts to wear you down just a little bit more, and you start getting into those mid to later innings. It might be a factor here for the Trojans. This one placed the shortstop, but caught. Back over goes Goebel. She'll stay, but a nice play there for the shortstop.
Hard-line drive right at the shortstop, Rigdon.
Briley Rigdon making that play was Rigdon, and now 2 outs. With 1 on, I'll bring up Eleanor Reek, who moved over to that pitching spot. First pitch high to Reek. Goebel still staying over on first. She reached on a single and a second batter. This one's high. Ball 2. 2-0 the count for Reek. 2 outs. 1 on. This one popped down and it is caught. Boy, I tell you what, Rigdon putting on a show. Shortstop got all 3 outs, and that will end in the bottom of the first inning. Momentum fully in favor of the Bullpups. We'll see if the Trojans spin it around when we head to the second. We're back in 1 minute on Girard Sports Live, presented by Crockett.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Stapleton.
Back out here to Columbus. 3A regional tournament. The Girard Trojans, Caney Valley Bullpups locked up in one here. 3-0 here as we head to the top of the second inning. And leading it off, it'll be Libby Stapleton, the second baseman. Colby Wheat will be the #9 hitter coming up after her. Caney Valley did get 3 runs in the top of the first inning. A 2-run double by the pitcher, Jay Jabin. Blew it open for them there. Made a pitching change to bring Reek back in for bringing her in for the first time today. Sydney Hessong, rough start to her day, but certainly got to get out there and get those opportunities. One and 2 count. This one swung on a miss. They're going to say she'll reach over onto first base, though, with the wild pitch. It kind of went off, and on the third strike, she's able to reach first.
Now up to bat, right fielder, #1, Colby Wheat.
Colby Wheat. An outrider on first. Nobody out here in the top of the second inning. This one over to left field. Nice play by Bailey Shoikey. The cameraman is doing graduation practice right now, so he's a little behind schedule, but we would have had that one. It was a very nice catch by Bailey. Sorry to miss that.
Now up to bat.
Really had to range over into foul territory or going into foul territory. We were able to make that catch, and now 1 out and 1 on. Back to the top of the order. Struck out in her first at bat did Liliana Hargis. Hargis is the center fielder. And a strike from Reek. Reek certainly the ace of this staff, and a big part of their success this season has been her ability to throw strikes and hard strikes to boot. Trying to hold that runner over there. Coming down to squeeze in case of a bunt. Right fielder is Wheat. Excuse me, this is Hargis, rather. Okay. Over to first. Going to be safe at first. Just able to outrun that one. Is Hargis. That's speed from center field. And he'll reach on a single. So runner at first and second with one out here in the top of this second inning.
Third baseman Alexis King.
Pitch missed outside. Ball 1-0. Libby Stapleton reached on that wild pitch to lead things off. Colby Wheat struck out, and then a single by Liliana Hargis has the runners at first and second with one out. And a strike. He likes that inside lower half, and if you can kind of put it there, it's going to be a hard pitch to hit. It's certainly not going to be a one you're going to get with a lot of power anyway, and has been rewarded. Foul tip. Strike 2, 2-1. 1-2 rather. This one over to short. Just flip it over to third. And that'll get the lead runner 2 away. Nice place by Anderson, the shortstop, and get that lead runner. We'll go back to Amaya Rupert. No.
Correction.
That's Avery Tipton.
First baseman, number 29, Avery Tipton.
So Tipton had a single in her first at-bat to lead things off in the first inning. She'll take a strike right down the middle from Reek. One and two the count for Tipton. Trying to get out of this without giving any more runs. Runners at first and second still. This one, good pitch, and nice job by Tipton to go down and chase that one to get to it.
Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got that inside half right where I said it's been able to go. I mean, he's been rewarded. That's a tough place to take a strike, but able to do so and get out of the inning without giving up a run. The Trojans head to the bottom of the second when we return right after this on Girard Sports Live.
Now going to the bottom of the second.
If my
Up for the
computer's
Trojans
not completely locked up.
left fielder, number 7, Bailey Troiki. Left fielder, Bailey Troiki.
Battling through just a little bit of technical issues, but I think we'll be able to get this inning in for you. Bailey Troiki going to lead things off here for the Trojans. Good hit ball by Troiki, and she'll get it. Pulled it off the bag. Able to get off the bag just enough and get in there to get that one.
the first.
We are in the
Now brings up center fielder number 21, Riley Brooks.
bottom of the second inning. Trojans down 3-1. I lost my graphics. That's my issue here. So we're working on that. This will move Bailey Troiki over to second with the wild pitch. Trojans with the runner now in scoring position. Down 3-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Troiki's going to go over to third. It'll be a ball will get dropped. It should get over to third. So now Troiki at third with nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. This one ripped into right field. It'll be caught, but that will score Troiki. And so one out, but and Brooks will have an RBI sack. That'll bring up Sam Bruchin, the third baseman. Bruchin. Foul back, out of play. Strike one. Caney scores 3 in the first, held scoreless in the second. Sam Bruchin. Trojans pretty consistent up and down the line. Everybody knows how to get on base. A little bit of a delay here. Bruchin will step back in. This one flipped back. That's going to be shallow. Third baseman over to make the play. And 2 away.
Trojan lines out to Alexis King. Now up, second baseman, number 20, Hannah Bailey.
So that'll bring up Hannah Bailey. Second baseman. First at-bat hero of the day for her. Bailey over to third. She'll try to outrun this one. Overthrown. She'll turn and head to second. Will Bailey.
Hannah Bailey leads the second on an overthrow at first.
So she'll be at
Shortstop, number 9, Erin Anderson.
Anderson back to the top of the order. Anderson, who led this game off with a home run over the left center field fence. Boy, that'd be nice to have here and even this out. Actually, a home run here would give them the lead for the Trojans. Ball low. Anderson's on second. That overthrow at first on her single. This one's going to miss inside. Boy, that's a tough spot for that one. A little high, perhaps. Just like that, boom, our graphics are going to be fixed. This one's high, and that will move the runner over.
Anderson.
Actually, already runner at second, so a walk. That's the first walk, I think, of the game. Bailey had the single. Anderson walked. Now it's up for Sarah Goebel. Goebel with a single and then stole second. Scored that run. Oh, she actually ended up out there as a stranded runner in her first at-bat. Big spot here for Goebel, though, with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Down by a run here in the bottom of the second inning. It's Class 3A state regional, state tournament opportunity to be determined here in Columbus early this week. Pops straight up. Communication between pitcher and home plate. Not great, but they will get out of the inning, so we'll head to the top of the third. Trojans down by 1 when we return right after this on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It cannot be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Back out here in Columbus, Caney Bulldogs coming to the plate here in the top of the third inning, up by 1 run. Eleanor Reek in the circle for the Trojans. She'll be facing off against Amaya Rupert. Sure what missed her at bat, writing it down in the first inning. She counted for one of the outs, though, in that first inning at the plate. So over to right field, Goebel to come in, and she'll make the play. Will Goebel.
Rupert flies out to right field. Sarah Goebel for the first out.
So a good start.
Now up pitcher number 22, Jade Javin.
Back to the pitcher. Reek over to first, and to away.
Back up the middle for Reek, who fires it over to first to second to record the second out.
And so a little grounder back to the pitcher. So 2 outs for Caney. For the number 6 hitter, Riley Rigdon, an RBI in the second.
Now up to bat.
Actually, RBI in that first.
Number 5, Briley Rigdon.
Back to pitcher again. Reek quick over to get it. Not going to be able to make the play, and she'll reach on a single.
Rigdon, line drive back up the middle, reaches first.
And that'll bring up Adriana Moreland, the right fielder.
Number 28, Adriana.
She ended the first inning. So runner on with 2 out here in the top of the third inning for the Bullpups. Moreland. Little dribbler back over to first. And that will retire the side. Trojans get out of there without giving any more runs. All their runs came in that first inning. We'll see if they can get back in control when we head to the bottom of the third inning. We return right after this on Girard Sports Live.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Do that one. Back out here to Columbus. E.J. Harris along with you.
Trojans, first baseman number 55, Emmeline Syndicate.
Emmeline Syndicate going to lead things off here in the bottom of the third inning. Remember, Emmeline had that long at-bat. Syndicate had that long at-bat with several foul balls, 10 or 12 pitches deep probably. She should have started keeping track of this one, I guess. 2-0 the count. Trojans fall behind 3-0 in the first. And we're right back to the same shenanigans. Nobody's safe on the third base line over the fence there in the bullpen area. Strike, 2-1. This one low, ball 3. Probably taken here at this point. Foul back.
That ball brings the count full.
Emmeline going to continue her athletic career at Bethany College and beautiful Lindsborg, Kansas. Little Swedish USA. This one high, shallow into play it. Hard play and going to fall. Syndicate going to reach on that play right there. And a fortunate fall there. It just was shallow enough and just deep enough, kind of caught right between shortstop and the left fielder and able to fall in there.
Number 5, Leah McGowan.
So that'll go bring up Liam McGowan. Line out to shortstop for out number 2 of the first. Down to Syndicate, who's working things over on first baseline. Jabin continues to be in the circle for the Bullpups. This one high part of the zone. McGowan staying in there. She was more than prepared to take that one off the chin. Two 2-0 the count for McGowan. Jabin's starting to not quite be as efficient. This one bunted. Great bunt by McGowan over to first. They're going to get her at first, but Syndicate headsy play there around second and ends up at third base. So McGowan does what she needs to do as the little sack bunt moves a runner over to third base, and now Reek with an opportunity to try to tie this game up here from the plate. Just give the Trojans their first out of the bottom of the third inning. First pitch strike to Reek. She even agreed with it. Takes 1-0-1, I guess. This one caught that bottom half of the strike zone miss, ball 1. This one into the gap. That'll score Seneca. A nice hard hit by Reek. Going to get all the way to the fence. She'll turn second, headed for second. And a stand-up double by Eleanor Reek. And an RBI to boot.
Eleanor Reek with the double, score second to tie the score.
That ties things up now at 3 here in the third.
Number 7, left fielder, Bailey Trojan.
They'll bring up Choiky. They'll bring in a pinch runner for the pitcher, Reek. Lindsey Bryant going to come on to run for Reek. Got to bring up Bailey Choiky. The left fielder had a single to lead off the second inning. Now she'll try to pop this one up. Little bunt. Going to be, a missed opportunity there by the catcher. She's frustrated. Is Amaya Rupert, but boy, that one's gravy. When you're trying to peel mask off and head towards the ball and run and catch that thing, it's coming down a lot faster than you think it is. Now Troy will step back in there with 1 strike and 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Runner at second is Lindsey Bryant, the pinch runner for Reek, who just drove in and run a moment ago. Low ball 1. All right, big lead off over there. This one over to third base, not knocked down. They'll get, Bryant will go to a third, and Choiky will move the runner over in a single and a chance to add to their total here in the third inning. As Riley Brooks will come to the plate.
Advances Bryant to third.
She had an RBI sac fly in the second inning to score the first run for the Trojans. Get Brooks, already an RBI for her. Choiky moves over to second easily. Loose ball, here comes. Oh, Bryant almost thought about it. That ball gets past second, it might score 2. Or the shortstop, rather, who had played over there. But now runners at second and third with 1 out. Best opportunity for the Trojans to take back control of this game right here. Popped up, out of play. Get a look in there, Brooks facing off against Jabin. Tight. Inside ball 2. It was a strike, rather. You get that, and he likes that inside half. 1-2 the count. Some flip back, chance for redemption for Rupert, and she does. Rupert makes that play. Brings up Britchen. Pop out to third base. Did Britchen get the first out of the second inning. Runners at second and third. Opportunity for Britchen. Sometimes these early round games, you don't always get the best matchup. So far, this has been pretty even. Good hard swing. Britchen was trying to get it all right there. Jabin went high on her. Snuck it underneath the bat. 3-3 in the third. Britchen's going to put one in there. That'll drive in 1, maybe 2. Rounding is Choiky. She'll score. And it's a 2-run single from Sam Britchen. Just what the doctor ordered. And the Trojans take their first lead of the day with 1 out. 2 outs, rather. This one flipped over to short. Nearly outrunning it. Speed there from Hannah Bailey, but she'll be thrown out. But it's a 2-run single by Sam Britchen that gives the Trojans the lead for the day. We head to the top of the fourth inning when we return right after this on Girard Sports Live.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Top of the fourth inning, Trojans with a 2-run lead now as we head into this fourth. Right back to Reek. Well played by Eleanor Reek over to first and one away. Libby Stapleton grounds out to the pitcher. That'll bring up Colby Wheat, the right fielder, strikeout in her last at-bat. In the second. First pitch low, inside, ball one. In Trojans, the number 3 seed. Caney, the number 6 seed. Coming up after this one, we'll have 2 versus 7 with the Frontenac Raiders taking on the Galena Bulldogs. You can watch that over on Galena Sports Live. Cooper Grand, Carson Cobb with the call in that one. Then it's Cherryville and Baxter. We want to be those covered, and we'll be back with Columbus and Riverton for our nightcap, or whatever it'll be, a late afternoon cap. I'm not sure what time that'll take place, I guess. Baseball at it tomorrow. And then we'll be back, likely, depending on these games go here today, with somebody. I'm hoping it'll be all 3. There's a chance of it. Probably be an upset in this next game with Galena and Frontenac, but we'll hope for that one. And then Trojans get a win. They would advance to the semifinals as well. They're awaiting the winner of Frontenac and Galena. And back to Reek, where she's kind of selfish right now, just doing all the work. She'll deliver it, she'll catch it, she'll throw it to first.
Fires to first for the second out.
And that's 2 away.
Out to the top of the lineup. Center fielder.
Back to the top of the order. Little Liliana Hargis struck out in the first. Got a single in the second. Oh, nearly played. Not quite knocked down, and she will reach Will Hargis. A good effort by Brutchen over on third base, just not able to. That came on her in a hurry, and she was able to knock it down. That kept it from being a double, probably. And that will be the number 2 spot, the Alexis King. Over to second. Leah McGowan threw her out at second. And that's the way you end an inning right there. No more. Trojans head to the bottom of the fourth and a chance to add to their total. We'll see if they can when we return right after this on Girard Sports Live.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
Back out here as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Trojans leading it 5-3. Aaron Anderson, leadoff hitter, going to lead things off. Home run to lead off things in the first inning, and then a walk in the second. Now here in the fourth, trying to add to the total for the Trojans as they've gave up 3 runs in the first. They have not given up any runs since that point, and they've added 5 of their own in the second, third, and fourth now. She's going to try to outrun this one. Anderson over to first, not able to get there in time. I'll tell you what, the shortstop's pretty good for Caney. She can range a little bit.
With a good stop, fires over to first for the first out of the inning. Brings up for the Trojans, right fielder, number 11, Sarah Goebel.
I'll bring up Sarah Goebel. Goebel is single. Stolen base and a pop out in the second to end the second. 1 out, nobody on. 1-0 count for Goebel. Riley Rigdon is at shortstop, who's single-handedly ended the first inning. This one over to her. She'll try to have to run this one. I lost my camera. Lost my cameras. All of them are gone.
Now up, first baseman, number 55, Emmeline Sinneken.
Not sure what happened there, but hey, there we are. Pretty awesome, though. She did outrun at the first. Don't hit that button. Learned lesson. So we're going to try to go to second. This one off the mark. Goes through. It should get her over to third. Going to be close, though. She'll be down at third. Where she slid. She's thinking about going home with Sarah Goebel. She's like, come on. She got a little close to the bag on that slide in at third, too, but able to get there is Goebel. So reached on a single. Now she's already over to a third. So 1 out and 1 on for Sinneken. And Sinneken pop out in a single. Single to lead off the third, end up scoring that run. That one just gets past in fair territory, just over the bag, all the way to deep left field into the corner, and Sinneken will set up on second base. We get a look in there at Emmeline as she'll drive in a run as well, so a RBI double. That adds to the lead for the Trojans.
Catcher Leah McGowan.
I'll bring up McGowan.
Scores on a hit from Sinneken.
So 1 out and 1 run scored here in this fourth inning. Runner at second for McGowan. She will lace this one into deep left field. That will get to the fence. Sinneken should score. She'll round third and score, and McGowan stands on second. We're starting to find Javin just a little bit. Are the Trojans. We said that was a possibility as she started to wear down a little bit. The Trojan offense is starting to come alive. And a RBI double from, they're just trading spots right now, are the Trojans. That'll bring up Eleanor Reek. She had a double, scored a run in the last at-bat in the third inning. And now at the plate with that same scenario right here looking at her. Knocked down by the catcher. That'll hold McGowan over on second. Jabbing the pitcher. Held the Trojans to just that single home run. Over to short. Reek can outrun it. Boy, of all the play, I just bragged on Rigdon a moment ago. Reek will move over to second with the pass ball. A little lack of focus for Caney. They may need to regroup just a little bit. As they will do just that. As expected, a brief break. Again, what to expect here today. Coming up after this one is Galena and Frontenac. Galena, the number 7 seed, 8-12. Frontenac, the 2 seed at 16-3. Frontenac defending 3A state champions as well. There's been some state titles won between these programs that are involved in this game right here in this tournament for sure. Girard's won one in the last decade. Frontenac's won a couple. Columbus, I believe, has won a couple of state titles as well in softball. So it is a juggernaut around these parts. So Bailey Troike will come to the plate. They get the pinch runner. Bryant comes in. She did last time for Reek. Troike going to pop this one up. Sun's a little bit of a factor, and it is. It stayed foul as well. That was or stayed fair, rather, so everybody's going to be there. Troike standing on first, no clue. She's completely oblivious to how that happened. And she just put her head down and ran and couldn't believe that wasn't an out, I think, or a foul. It was neither. She'll reach. You call that would be an error. Now a coach wants to talk to his pitcher. He wants to look at perhaps where that ball came down.
Pitcher, fair territory.
And well, they just get the explanation there with the coach. Got to do that in that situation. I think probably just talk about it. It was close, but I got a pretty good look at it as well. And was honestly surprised. Bases are juiced. One out for Riley Brooks. RBI sac fly and popped up to the catcher. First pitch from Jabbin high, ball one. 7-3 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. One out. Anything through is going to score at least one or a couple for Brooks. On the ground and through. Keep racking up totals here and distance yourself here from a upstart Caney team that had some momentum in the first inning for sure. This will miss ball high. 3-0. Taking all the way here if you're Brooks. Jabbin's just got to get one over them. Plate. Unable to do so in a walk. Will score a run. That'll bring up Sam Brutchen. Trojans will add to their total.
Now up to bat for the Trojans.
That'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Sam Brutchen. Pop out to third. A 2 RBI single as well in that big fourth inning for the third inning rather for the Trojans that started this momentum, and now they've carried that into this fourth.
Samantha Brutchen.
And bases remain loaded now with one out. Brutchen, little pop-up. That might get over past the shortstop. It does not. There is Rigdon to make a play and redeem herself once again. And lots come her way when they pop up
Goes back to make the second out of the
to short. That'll bring up Hannah Bailey. A single and a ground out for Bailey. Now with 2 outs. And the base is still
number 20,
full.
second baseman Hannah Bailey.
This will miss outside, ball one. Jabbin's missing just a little bit, and that's loaded the bases. This one just missed inside. That's been a spot that's been fruitful. This one popped up second, over to make the play, and that will leave the bases. So 3 stranded, but some damage is done as the Trojans now lead by 5 as we head to the top of the 5th inning when we return right after this on Girard Sports Live.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Here we go to the top of the 5th inning. Grounder right down. Syndicate couldn't have been in a better spot for that one to get to her. And Alexis King, a quick ground out. They bring up Avery Tipton, the first baseman. She had a single. They ended the 2nd inning with an out as well. One out, nobody on. Just missed high. Eleanor Reed came in, really settled things down once she got in the circle. She is, I don't know if any of those runs were hers that scored. So really since she's been in, they've been scoreless. This one over to first. Nice play there for the Trojans. Aaron Anderson coming up to make that play, and 2 away. They bring up the catcher, Amaya Rupert. She flew out to right field in her last at-bat in the 3rd inning. Efficiency and defensively will pay off tomorrow. If you got to play a doubleheader tomorrow, it'll be 3 games in 2 days, and that last one starts to be a little bit of a war of attrition, and you want to try to get to that one, obviously, so you'll bring your A game tomorrow if you can advance here and keep this score where it's at right now at least. Strike there to Rupert. This one fouled back off of Rupert. 1-2 the count, 2 outs, nobody on. It's tough. You get up, your first game of the day, it's noon. I mean, some of these kids probably haven't played noon games since they're playing travel ball. And a strikeout from Eleanor Reek. I mean, right on cue, just has really settled in. And we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Trojans up by 5 when we return right after this on Girard Sports Live.
Now more than ever, Crocan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crocan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crocan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crocan.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Head to the top of the order for the Trojans, as Aaron Anderson will lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Trojans lead by 5. They've trailed by as many as 3 runs in this game, but that was early on, and now they are in position. Strength. Aaron Anderson already had a leadoff home run, trying to get her second. This one will be played and caught. Nice job there for Adriana Moreland, the right fielder, or left fielder rather, over to make that play.
Records the out.
And 1 out. Long fly out.
For the Trojans. Right fielder, number 11, Sarah Sobel.
Bring up Sarah Goebel. First pitch. Strike. 1 out, nobody on for Goebel. Goebel, single, pop out, and a single. This one fouled out of play. The first one was actually a ball, so 1-1 the count for Goebel. This one missed, trying a little change up, was jabbing, just left it a little short. This one laced into between short and second into center field. A hard hit ball by Sarah Goebel, and she'll reach on a single and a runner on with one out. That'll bring up the number 3 spot, Emmeline Syndicate. Syndicate finally exercising the demons in that last one with a nice hard hit. They stayed fair and went to deep left corner and scored a run as well. So an RBI double in her last at bat, a sac bunt, and a line out. This went off the netting.
Goebel advances to second.
Goebel over to second. One out, one on for Emmeline Syndicate. This one into that spot again, left field, man. She finally got it straightened out, and she has found the ball. Another RBI double from Emmeline Syndicate will score Goebel. And back-to-back doubles from Syndicate are a good example of how well things are going right now. They'll add to their total as well.
Number 5, Leah McGowan.
That'll bring up McGowan. McGowan a double. RBI driven in the last inning as well. Had a sac bunt. I was reading her numbers earlier. Sac bunt moved runners over. And Eleanor Reek drove it in with a double on the very next play. Small ball playing a factor here today in Columbus. It's a big ball as well. This one hit the ground, and Syndicate easily over to third. So now she's in scoring position with one away.
Counts McGowan. It's 1-1.
Trojans charging towards trying to end this one here. See a couple more runs come across, 4 more to be exact. In Frontenac, Galena coming up after this one. We'll have that over on Galena Sports Live. We'll have a real quick post-game show. Get out of here for the slide over for the Galena Sports Live crew to come in and take over. Three and two the count for McGowan with one out and a runner on third. Here's the 3-2. Got her. Foul tip. She just able to keep that one enough alive, get a hold of it. The count remains full. Long at bat for McGowan. Here goes. This one missed, and she was able to squeeze a walk out of it. That just counts. I mean, she's just played so much softball, especially here at the varsity level.
Now batting, pitcher number 36, Eleanor Reek.
Something in my throat.
You got it.
Dust or something.
Look at there. McGowan reaches second base safely.
Sorry, I abandoned you for a second there, trying to get my coffin under order. McGowan moved over to second. Let's take a break. Eleanor Reek will come to the plate. Single for her in her last out bat. She had an RBI double in the second. As Trojans started to kind of settle in a little bit in that second inning. Some SEK allergies taking their toll on me. Hard swing there from Reek. Boy, she gets a hold of that one. That's going to clear that tree line, I think. 2-2 this count. One out. Still with runners now at second and third. This one popped up. It's going to be shallow, short, caught by Rigdon, and 2 away. Trojans stranded 3 to end the 4th. Now they've got 2 on here with 2 outs in this 5th. Got to bring up Bailey Troike. She reached on a controversial single. An error, perhaps, by the pitcher over here. I think we'll call it a single. It's our prerogative. So 3 singles, 3 for 3 on the day for Troike. These seniors really putting it all out there today. This one down to 3rd. She's going to have to try to run it out. Troike's got speed. Just got her. Real close, but just got her. So we head to the top of the 6th inning. Trojans lead by 6 when we return right after this on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
The top of the 6th inning here. Nobody out. For the first, Jay Jabin going to lead off this 6th inning. 2-run double in the first. Kind of got their scoring started. In fact, she did get her scoring started. And she ground out to the pitcher. It's just her 3rd at bat. It'll be Jabin, Rigdon, Moreland for Caney. Down by 6 here in the 6th. Swing and a miss. Jabin a chance to help her cause. McGowan thought that was 3 outs. She threw it down the 3rd. A little ahead of the game there. Was the catcher. Grins all around. Richard was like, thanks, but now, how about now? How about now, she says. She knew it was coming, just a matter of time. That'll bring up Riley Rigdon, RBI in the first and a single in the 3rd. Reek still dealing. In the circle, really doing a nice job for the Trojans. Is Eleanor Reek. Pitching is key, certainly in the game of softball and baseball. But if you got a good arm in the circle, you can win a lot of games. And then the defense to back it with all the experience that's out there. Look at Leah McGowan behind the plate, Syndicate at first, Sarah Goebel. I mean, just all these kids have just played a ton of softball. Bailey Troike, strike down the middle. The seniors are Sam Bruchin, Sarah Goebel, Jaden Hawkins, Sydney Hessong, Leah McGowan, Eleanor Reek, Emmeline Syndicate, and Bailey Troike. And you look in those juniors, Hannah Bailey, Riley Brooks, they played quite a bit. Erin Anderson, just a sophomore, led off this game with a home run. I mean, the Trojans all over the place with talent on this team. Rigdon, the shortstop, getting an RBI and a single in her 2 at-bats. So she's done her part. She's been tested defensively. Now she's looking at a 3-2 count with 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 6th inning. Right at her face, just missed. First walk of the game for Reek, and that'll bring up Adriana Moreland. This one back to Reek, knocked it out of the air. Over to first still. Able to snag it is Syndicate. Man, what a grab there. Trojan trying to stay with it. That one up off the hand of the pitcher, and just after that, all bets are off. And staying with it. A good arm from Baruchin, too, to get that one over there to Syndicate, and then she just picked it right off the dirt. Good effort all the way around. It does.
Fires over first for the out.
Fielder's choice scored really on that one, but might have been a double play had it she not even tried to stick it, because over coming was Anderson to try to grab that one out of the air, and then that would have been a pretty good opportunity to roll too, but instead it's 2 outs with 1 on second. This one flipped into center field. Here comes Rigdon. She's going to score. They'll hold the runner, though, at second. So after all that delay since the first inning it's been since Caney has scored, and now the Bullpups will add a run here in this 6th.
Scores Rigdon.
So an RBI single.
Now up, right fielder number 1, Colby Wheat.
That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Colby Wheat. Strikeout, ground out for Wheat. Trojans with 2 outs with 1 on. Equal miss just outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, good pitch there, changed it up on her, did. Reek. This one fouled off the plate.
Foul ball brings the count to 1-2.
1-2 the count.
With 2 outs.
For Wheat, the number 9 hitter.
For Wheat.
Stapleton's on first for the Bullpups. This one over to second. Snag. Head of the glove. What a play! What a play for the Trojans to end that inning. A diving stop and then a flip. Really, the only challenge she had after that was getting it out of her glove. And a beautiful play by Hannah Bailey will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Trojans up by 5 when we return right after this on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at colesservicellc.com.
Riley Brooks to lead things off for the Girard Trojans here in this bottom of this 6th inning. Trojans lead by 5. Caney did get one back a moment ago. Chased one there, did Brooks. Brooks an RBI sack fly in the second. Pop up to the catcher and a walk in the 5th that walked in a run. Now an 0-1 count. There's going to be 1-1 count here for Brooks. This one hit left field. High in charging is a left fielder. She'll make the catch. Made there by Moreland, who charged in on it.
Brooks
one
flies
out.
out to Adriana Moreland for the first out. Now up to bat, third baseman number 16, Samantha Brutchen.
Had to bring up Brutchen. This one hit left field side and foul out of play. This one hit over to third. Try to outrun this one. They've had some errors over there, but not going to have one this time. And 2 away.
Alexis King fields it. Fires to
Just
first
close
for the
enough
second
here.
out.
They're not going to feel 100% comfortable until this one's over. As Caney has shown their propensity. They're solid enough defensively, and they've had some opportunities to score some runs here. Just 5 is a nice little number, but not enough to put them away here. Anything can happen. You saw they scored 3 runs in the first, so they can score them in bunches as well if they need to. Trojans just able to settle in after that first inning. Just kind of chop away at that lead, grabbed it, and just kept on going. 2-0 count. This one popped up. She's going to charge in hard. That's deep, hard in. She'll try to play it. Not able to make the play. Over to second. Will go Bailey. And Bailey stand up on second. So a 2-out double.
Runner on second.
As we head back to the top of the lineup for Aaron Anderson.
Number 9, Aaron Anderson.
Anderson already with a home run in this one. Sophomore. Home run, walk, ground out to shortstop, and a fly out to left field. So 1 for 4 with a walk. 1 for 3 with a walk. That one's a big one. Just missed. 2-0 the count. 1 on, 2 outs for Aaron Anderson. This one fouled out of play. Raiders and the Bulldogs have filled in here. There'll be 25 minutes between games, and then we'll be up and running with the second game of our triple-header today across our network. In Frontenac Galena over on Galena Sports Live. YouTube.com/Galena Sports Live. You'll be able to pick up that link over there. And a walk. So a 2-out walk. 2-out double and then a 2-out walk is giving the Trojans an opportunity here with Sarah Goebel. Goebel is single. Pop up, single, 3 for 4 today for the senior. It's outside ball 1. Jabbin very efficient in the first inning. Kind of looked like, well, what do we got here? And the long at bat from Syndicate I mentioned just started to wear down as she started to get a little bit more tired. Just the efficiency of it. Still able to put it in the spots and still to get strikeouts or get ground outs, but just behind in the count a lot more here of late. Case in point, 3-0. Count here for Goebel. She'll be laying off all this one. Is Syndicate, who's been hitting the ball as hard as anybody here today. So you have to get one out of the pier, but she has looked to that left field line pretty well. Now she'll have an opportunity here to
Takes ball 4. Now the bases loaded and 2 outs.
So a walk, back-to-back walks now for the Trojans, and that'll bring up Emmeline Syndicate. Again, a pop out to shortstop, single, back-to-back RBI doubles. 3 for 4 day for the senior. That pop out to the shortstop lasted forever. 0-1 count for Syndicate. This one foul down the third base line. Two outs, bases loaded for the senior Emmeline Syndicate here. The Trojans with a 5-run lead. This one high, deep left field, and she'll make the catch. And the Trojans have left bases loaded twice here in the last half of this game, but they still have a 5-run lead as we head to the top of the 6th inning. A chance for the defense to come out and end it. We'll see if they can do it when we return right after this on Girard Sports Live.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Well, here we go. We go to the
up to bat.
Top of the 7th inning.
Center fielder number 2, Liliana Hargis.
This will be at the top of the inning, top of the order for Caney. They'll lead off things with Hargis, center fielder. Strikeout, single, and it's reached on a single as well in the 4th inning. Last chance here for Caney. Down by 5. Top of this 7th inning. This one popped over. Gonna find a gap just between shortstop, third, and left field. There's just a little Texas leaguer. Will reach for Hargis.
The infield for a single. Brings up now third baseman number 13, Alexis King.
Well, the rest of the day yet to be played, obviously. Kudos to Mr. David and his staff for pulling a trigger on this tournament here and getting this in today. We had a little bit of maybe a 2-minute little sprinkle happening right as the coaches were meeting, and after that it has been nice, and now it's kind of settled in to be pretty gorgeous. A little bit of a breeze pushing in across the field. This one flipped over. It is going to go just foul. Right field side.
King with foul ball. Evens the count at 1-1.
Alexis King, a single in the first, single in the second. Fielder's choice. Got thrown out at third, though, on that play. Up, over. Oh, just took off, did Brutchen. Just got her, though. Stayed with it again. Brutchen's arm has bailed her out twice now. She can get it over there, that's for sure.
Bobbles, but gets it.
Just a little bit of a bobble, but
for the out.
Man,
Hargis advances.
So
to
one out,
second.
as that will put the
Now
leadoff
at first baseman number 29, Avery Tipton.
to Tipton, single. And a ground out, so 1 for 3 rather. Just got that inside edge again, strike to Tipton. 1 out, 1 on for the first baseman. Another one. Bruchin over to Syndicate. Another nice stop from Bruchin.
Sam Bruchin fields it again.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Amaya Rupert.
Hargis advances.
0 for 3 is Rupert.
Now up, catcher.
Now 2 outs. Trojans 1 out away from punching their ticket to the semifinals of the 3A Regional to face either Galena or Frontenac tomorrow. We'll have that game for you here on Girard Sports Live. Good pitch from Reek. Those game times are scheduled for 2 o'clock. Girard would play the second of those games. So we'll be looking at about a 3:30 start time in that one. Other side of that bracket's Columbus and Riverton. Columbus like the chances of that one. Baxter Springs, Cherryville. We'll see what that was like. That one will be the game number 3 of today. So likely Columbus against either Baxter and Cherryville. You look like Girard trying to get out of here in this one if they can hold on here and get one more out. Runner at third is Hargis. Here's the 0-2. Over to short. Oh, just didn't get down to Aaron Anderson, and that'll score a run. It's going to go all the way to the fence. Just the classic trying to play that hot perhaps was Anderson.
With the double, Caney not in
That'll
yet.
be a
Brings the score 9-5.
double
And
from
with 2
Rupert.
outs and a runner on second.
And an RBI to boot.
Box. Pitcher.
They bring up the
number
pitcher, Jade
22,
Jabin.
Jade Jabin.
Swing and a miss from Jabin. Jabin had a 2-run double in the first inning. He had the first runs of the game. And then ground out to the pitcher, struck out. And no, that mic's just on. I was just going to let you know. 0-2 count to Jabin. 2 outs, 1 on for her. Trojans trying to end this one. It's a pitch from Reek. Over to first base. Syndicate makes the play, just barely.
Foul ball leaves the count.
It'll stay foul, so it'll stay right there, 0-2. This one right back at her. Stays foul. Stay 0-2, 2 outs. Jabin trying to keep things alive. The pitcher's done as well as she could here today. She's faced a murderer's row in the hitting department. This one popped up in charging to make the play, and it is. Trojans ended on a catch for the center fielder, Riley Brooks. And that's how this one will end as the Trojans win it 9-5 here over the Caney Valley Bullpups. Again, the Trojans will move on to play around 3:30 tomorrow. First game's at 2. They'll follow to take either Frontenac or Galena. We'll know that matchup here after this game number 2. And you able to watch that over on our sister channel, Galena Sports Live. Do thank all our sponsors. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. And it is always great to have so much support from the folks in Girard. I mean, a Monday noon first pitch, and we had almost 100 screens turned to our broadcast. That's pretty special, and really appreciate all the support. And these girls, I certainly appreciate the support as well for the folks who couldn't make it out here today. We'll be back at it again tomorrow on Girard Sports Live. Go check out Galena and Frontenac over on our sister channel, Galena Sports Live. That'll be kicking off here in about 25 minutes. You'll be watching that one as well. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up and start to turn our attention to tomorrow when we return after this on Girard Sports Live.
National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Crew get on the field, get to work at it. I got a good crew here. Some Saporito boys out there taking care of business, looks like. They know how to run these fields. They'll get it ready for the next game. Frontenac and Galena coming up in just a little bit. The Trojans started this game in the hole. In fact, down 3-0 to begin things, and then just kind of battled their way back, kept on fighting, and they eventually get the win here 9-5. It wasn't without a little bit of a drama, but enough to get the win. And again, they'll wait the winner of this one, Galena and Frontenac, coming up tomorrow. Our pregame coverage will schedule around 3 o'clock, first pitch at 3:30. Be sure to jump on and watch some Girard Trojan softball tomorrow. Baseball will begin in earnest as well tomorrow, as they did delay their start time today, but they will be playing tomorrow. We'll have those games as well across our network on Girard Sports Live, Galena Sports Live, and Columbus Sports Live, respectively. That's going to do it for us here for today. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll get you some more softball. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate Mr. David and the Columbus folks for letting us get going here today. More softball coming your way across the Varsity Sports Live Network. For Carson Cobb, Cooper, Grand, I'm BJ Harris saying so long for now from Columbus. Trojans get the win 9-5. They advance to the semifinals of the 3A Regionals tomorrow right here on your home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.